Hey everyone, this is Miss Norman. So this week for math, we're going to be focusing on problem solving. Problem solving is something that we have started in the classroom, so it should be a format that the students are familiar with. So what we're going to do is we're going to read through the problem together. We have one problem that we're going to do as a group, and then you have one problem to do as independent practice. Something that you guys can do on our blog, I have created a student work page. And so this is something, if you would like, you're welcome to print out. It has our two problems that we're going to do every day. Another option, if you don't have a printer, is to just use a piece of paper. These are all things that kids can do on notebook paper, computer paper, any kind of scrap paper you guys have laying around. Because when we focus on problem solving and math drawings, we try and keep it very simple. We want to draw a simple picture. We're going to write our answer with a number and a word. And then we're going to even take it a step further and think about how we can write the math sentence. And we talk about in our class that this is first grade work, starting to think about the number sentence that's going to go with that. So let's get going with our problem for today. So our problem, we're going to read it the first time together. 3 rats sat on a mat. 2 rats ran away. How many rats still sat on the mat? So we're going to think about that and we're going to read it again. And this time when we read, we're going to circle some of the important information that we need to know. We need to know from the very first sentence that 3 rats sat on the mat. And then we need to know that 2 rats ran away. And we're trying to figure out how many rats are still on the mat. So we need to think, are we putting those rats together? Or are we taking them apart? We're going to be taking them apart. So think about that when we start doing our problem. So I'm going to start by drawing our mat. And one of the things we really work on that when we're solving problems, that we use mostly circles or sticks to solve our problem. We don't want to spend a lot of time drawing a really detailed picture. And even though I know we're a bunch of great illustrators, math problem is a time to not focus on the art of it, but using that picture to draw and figure out the problem. So we're going to start with our 3 rats, and we're going to put those on the mat. And I'm just going to use a circle for each rat. So we have 1, 2, 3 rats are on the mat. Then we had 2 rats ran away. So if we were using maybe pennies on a table, I could take those 2 pennies, those 2 rats, and make them run away. But when we're drawing on paper, we don't really have that option. So what we do is we're going to cross it out because those rats are going away. So we're going to put an X on top of 2 rats because 2 rats ran away. So then it asks us, how many rats still sat on the mat? Well, if I'm counting, I can see that there is 1 rat still on the mat. So I'm going to write over on our line, I'm going to write 1 what? 1 pickle, 1 dog, 1 house. It's 1 rat. So we're going to try and add that word to it so that our reader knows that we know exactly what's left. 1 rat. We can take it a step further now and think about our math sentence. So what did we do? Did we put them together? We take them apart. We took them apart, so we're going to use our takeaway symbol. So we had 3 rats, and we took away 2 rats, and that makes 1 rat still on the mat. Our math sentence is 3 take away 2 makes 1. All right, so that was our guided practice. Hopefully you were doing that along with me. Now we're going to move on to the independent practice. I'm going to read it with you guys, and then it's going to be up to you to solve the problem. I'm going to put the answer on the blog so that parents, you guys can see the answer. But I want to see if the kids can use our example that we did together to then solve this next problem. So problem number 2 for today. 4 chicks sat on a mat. Kim picks up 1 chick. How many chicks are left on the mat? Think about that. Are we putting the chicks together or are we going to take some of them away? And what are we going to need to draw? I see that we need chicks and we need a mat. So we're going to read it one more time, and this time we're going to circle the important information and then I'm going to leave you guys to solve it on your own. So we have 4 chicks sitting on a mat, and then Kim picks up 1 chick. Again, I want you to think about it. Are we putting those chicks together, or are we taking them away? So now I want you to use your own paper, and I want you to solve this problem and figure out how many chicks are left on the mat.